In 2007, one company controlled almost every phone in the world, and just 15 years later, it was gone, completely. Meanwhile, a brand that didn't even exist in mobile phones became the most powerful tech company in history. This is not just a story about smartphones. This is a story about power, collapse, and survival, and how entire empires disappeared in less than a decade. And the strange part, almost nobody saw it coming. Before smartphones, the world was controlled by a few giants. Motorola led the early mobile revolution. Nokia took over everything. At its peak, Nokia controlled over 40% of the global phone market. That kind of dominance felt impossible to break. Phones were simple, reliable. While Nokia was winning, something else was building in silence, a shift no one respected yet. In 2007, everything changed. Apple launched the iPhone. The world didn't just upgrade, it reset. Buttons disappeared, touchscreens took over, and suddenly, everything people believed about phones became outdated. BlackBerry was first to feel it. Once the king of business communication, it became slow and irrelevant. Typing on physical keyboards suddenly felt ancient. HTC rose early in the Android wave. Samsung entered aggressively, fast, aggressive, unstoppable. And LG tried to compete, but the market was moving too fast. Then the collapse started. BlackBerry fell first. Nokia tried to survive, but it was already too late. The world had moved on. And it didn't slow down, not even for a second. Between 2015 and 2020, the war changed completely. Apple became the premium ecosystem. Samsung became the global hardware king. But a new force entered the battlefield: China. Huawei exploded in growth. For a moment, it looked unstoppable. Xiaomi changed the game by offering flagship power at half the price. Oppo and Vivo followed, taking over entire regions quietly. The smartphone war was no longer about invention. It became about speed, scale, and control. Then everything shifted again. Geopolitics entered the tech world, and Huawei's global rise slowed almost overnight. Today, the market looks stable, but it's not. It only looks stable on the surface, because a new war has already started. Apple is no longer just a phone company, it is an ecosystem. Samsung is pushing foldables and AI-powered devices. Chinese brands are pushing harder than ever on price and innovation. So the real disruption is not another phone company, it is something else entirely: artificial intelligence. Because in the near future, your phone may not need apps at all. No icons, no folders, no switching between apps, just one system that does everything for you. And that changes everything again. Nokia didn't fail because it was weak. BlackBerry didn't collapse because it was bad. They disappeared because they didn't see the future in time. And history always repeats itself. So the real question is not who is winning today. The real question is who disappears next.